Hello. So today I am going to make, for the very first time, sausage gravy. I had a little faux pas with my camera, so some of the steps I've taken are not going to be on the recording, but I had a pound of breakfast sausage that I fried up and crumbled in my cast iron skillet, and once it was done I took it out and set it aside. And then there was hardly any grease left in the pan, so I been watching videos on how to make sausage gravy, and it said that if you don't have enough grease, put butter or margarine in. And so I don't have any butter, but I do have margarine, so I put 3 tablespoons of margarine in there to help make my roux. And I will show you where we're at. So this does not look like normal gravy roux, but I'm giving it a try. Remember, this is my first time. So I put like 3 spoonfuls, just a regular spoonful of flour in there with the sausage grease and the margarine. And I'm just letting it get a little brown. I put, let me show you. I put 12 ounces of evaporated milk into a bowl, and I added 2 cups of hot water to that. My mom always used evaporated milk and she would put water in it, and I never understood why. So I always just put 2% milk in mine, but when I was reading up on it, it said that evaporated milk is the water taken out of it so it can be shelf stable. So 60% of the water is gone. So I added the 2 cups, which is probably why my mother did that. So I have that set to the side right here. And the way I do this is the liquid amount is how much gravy I want to make. So that's how I do it. Okay. So this is smelling brown. So what I'm going to do is, I didn't feel like making I did not feel like making homemade biscuits this morning, so I'm just making the fluffy buttermilk biscuits from a can. So those are going in the oven. I'll set my timer. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour my liquid in here. And I'm going to hope for the best. I'm not feeling very hopeful right now, but here we go. So this is going to steam up, and I'm going to pour all of that in there. Set my bowl to the side. And then I'm going to continually stir this until it just kind of dissolves and blends in and starts getting thick. Hopefully, that's what will happen. I'm going to put some pepper, because that's really good, and a little bit of salt. And I'm just going to keep stirring this. So my mama, my dad's mother, she used to tell me that when you make gravy, you have to always stir clockwise, and that will help the gravy turn out and get thick. I don't believe that, but she always did it. So I don't know if that was a superstition or what, but I believe you can stir any way you want and it'll still come out the same. So I just kind of go all over the place. So like I said, I haven't made sausage gravy before, I always make bacon gravy. Growing up, my mother used to make bologna gravy, which was delicious. I don't know how many of you have had bologna gravy. My mother made chocolate gravy, which was a wonderful treat sometimes. I have not made that as an adult. So for the first time, I'm trying to make this sausage gravy because my husband loves it and my daughter wants to watch the video and I guess maybe learn how to make it. I'm not really sure. So I'm just going to keep stirring this, and when it gets thick enough to eat, I will put the sausage crumbles in there and mix it all up. So right now I'm just hoping for the best. If you see me doing anything that was wrong, feel free to let me know to help me. Hopefully this turns out. I like thick gravy. I don't like it to be watery. And I like my roux to be nice and brown. I've heard some people say that takes the taste of the flour out. I'm not really sure what that means, but I just like the taste of it. I like the taste of it being really nice and brown. So this smells good. And I'm really hoping it'll turn out. So I'm not making anything else with it. I just feel like being really simple today. But fried potatoes or roasted potatoes in the oven are really good with biscuits and gravy. Fried eggs or scrambled eggs. Also, we like to eat tomatoes with our breakfast gravy, especially if they're straight out of the garden. Oh my gosh, that's so good. But today I have a tomato from the store that's been sitting on my counter for a while, so I'm going to cut that up and I'm going to eat that with the gravy and biscuits. That will be my little extra on the side. It's starting to bubble. I really hope this turns out. I've never made gravy with butter or margarine before, so that's kind of weird. Let me check on my dog. You ready to come in, hon? Come on in. It's cold out there, huh? Okay, so as you can see, this is getting all bubbly and boiling. I'm just going to keep stirring it. If this doesn't turn out, I'm still going to show the video, and maybe you guys can give me tips on what to do. I know that it probably would have definitely turned out if I had more grease from the sausage, or if I could add bacon grease. I'm just not sure about this whole butter and margarine thing. I don't know, maybe it smells really good, but it's not getting thick. I guess I just need to be patient. But I feel like it needs more flour. But I don't want it to taste weird because I couldn't brown the flour. So I'm just going to keep cooking it, and I'm going to pause the video and I'll bring you back when it starts to get thick. Okay. So I've been stirring this probably about 10 minutes. And it kind of looks thicker, but it's definitely not turning out the way my bacon gravy does. So I think I'm just going to let it keep cooking. I really don't want to add flour. I've watched videos where people add flour as they cook it, but I don't know, for me, I'm just feeling like that would take away the taste of it. And so I'm just going to let it keep cooking, and I'm going to hope that it thickens up. I think it is getting thick. Oh boy, this is too stressful. I'm going to go back to my bacon gravy. Alright, so my biscuits are almost done. If you have any tricks on how to make good sausage gravy, let me know. Maybe I needed to use the tubes of sausage instead of the sausage patties. Maybe that would have made it more grease in the pan. I don't know. This is thickening up, but I don't think that it's going to get as thick as I like it. I like it to stick to my biscuits and not run off of my biscuits. Put the biscuits in the oven, have about 1 or 2 more minutes. So I'm just going to keep cooking it. I know as it sits it'll get thicker, but I like gravy when it's hot, not room temperature. So I wonder if I should go ahead and put the sausage crumbles in there. It is getting thick. I just wish it was thicker. I know I keep saying that, but it's bugging me. So I think after the biscuits are done, I'll put the sausage crumbles in there and stir that up, and we'll see where we're at. It smells really good. It's boiling like crazy. And it'll probably taste really yummy, so I shouldn't worry about it. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the sausage in there. Stir that up. Those are the biscuits. I'm just going to let this keep cooking. It looks delicious. While I take out the biscuits. I'm going to let them get a little browner. You know, this is thickening. This is turning out. I bet it's going to be yummy. I guess you just have to be patient. You can't expect quick results. So I guess I'm proud of it for my very first time. It was way too stressful though. I think I'm going to stick with the bacon gravy. Maybe once in a blue moon I'll make sausage gravy. I prefer bacon gravy anyways. I think it tastes better. Probably just because that's what I grew up with. Alright, so I'm going to turn the stove eye off. I have an electric range top, so it'll just keep cooking for maybe a good 5 minutes. But can you see that it has gotten pretty thick? So I feel pleased with it. So I'm just going to let this sit in the pan. I have not stopped stirring this since I started making it. I think I'm going to give it a taste. Let's see. Okay. It's pretty good. It's sweeter than bacon gravy. Must be the sausage. I don't think it has as much flavor as bacon gravy does, but you know what? It has really thickened up nice. And I'm going to take out the biscuits. Here's my biscuits. Here is the finished product of the gravy. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh, this really thickened up nice. I just had to be patient, which I'm not. Okay, so I'm going to pause this, I'm going to make a plate, and then I'll show you how it looks. Okay, here's my plate. I like my biscuits tore into pieces. I put the gravy on top, salt and lots of pepper, and then my tomatoes on the side. The only thing that would make it better would be fried potatoes and eggs. So I hope you try to make sausage gravy and that it turns out for you. Maybe I should taste this and see. It is good, but I prefer bacon gravy. So, until next time.